headphones are fucking delirious.
I sent you that tweet. No, he's not a sports broadcaster. He just works in he's consulting and advising, for other people. But he had interviews to be a general manager. He probably didn't want the stress.
Oh, Lynn, just fucking stop posting.
Yeah, dude, he hit me with this just now with this nugget, Matt. And you're gonna go on about it. Like you're gonna be like, holy shit, like 100%. Like,
oh yeah.
he hit me with this good nugget about because we're just chatting about like everybody's like, oh, Howie wrote yeah.
We got 1 minute
In his hands. Should we start with this? I go on and on. I don't know what I want to do. Start with. EP, does that sound good? Because the bots aren't working.
Dude, I have a fucking hernia.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Today, it's not bad. I gotta call my dad after the show and see, like, how to deal with it. Dude, last night, I'll say this quick, and then we'll get going. But, went to go to, like, 8 o'clock, I felt like the bubble. And I was like, oh, my stomach doesn't feel good. And I'm like, oh, maybe I just have to try to shit a little bit. Then I lay in bed, and it's fucking right above my belly button. It's hard as shit. I feel like my organs moving. I was in so much pain, I had to sleep in my recliner. I didn't go to bed till like fucking 1 o'clock, and I got in bed at 10. I was in so much fucking pain. And then, like, today when I was lifting crates and stuff at work, like, I could kind of feel it, but I was being very careful. Yeah. Definitely think I have one.
Yeah, you got to go get that shit fixed.
Oh, yeah. Let's go!
Now recording.
San Diego's Redzone podcast here live on Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. It's Eric Williams, joined as always by Matt Namo. Matt, what's going on?
Big E, it still feels fantastic. Yes, we still are champions of the world and standing on the top. And it's Tape Tuesday. And we got a lot of fun tape to look at. We're gonna have a great show today, Eric. I hope you had a great day. Let's go. Dude, I don't know. I'm rambling already. Let's keep the good mojo and great feelings going, my brother. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's rock with it. Let's get into a couple house cleaning things with this Eagles team, and we'll kind of talk a little bit more. There's a couple things we got to get into after the part of Tape Tuesday, but let's just say goodbye to Kellen Moore, who has officially took the New Orleans Saints job. He's going to be the head coach. I don't know the money aspect of things, but I do know that Ben Johnson got paid. So I'm curious to see where that money, again, not my money, but I'm curious to see where that number lies in Kellen Moore because honestly, it's a rebuild situation in New Orleans, and you're working with a general manager and with a team that has a lot of money to pretty much not work with. No, they don't. They don't have anything to work with. They're what in the red for 80 plus
They
million
got jack
dollars.
shit.
So I mean, to take that job and to be the last of the jobs to be taken, you and really honestly, man, and something that we've talked about. Like, dude, nobody really wanted that job. Like, so Kellen Moore takes that job. So for me, in my thought process, is that the money had to be right for Kellen Moore. Like for whatever Ben Johnson got, like I know again, it's not my money, don't care. But in a talking aspect of it, like just talking about it, like you'd ultimately, yeah, I mean, you really think he'd have to take a lot of money to take that job. You know what I mean? Because like who else would they get if he said, nah, like after winning the Super Bowl and kind of like soaking it all in, like he could have easily said, you know what? Nah, I like what we're doing here in Philadelphia. Like I like that. I could go back and maybe win another one. You know what I mean? Like with this roster, and
Yep.
there's a good possibility of that. But I would be curious to see where his money is, and then that would ultimately because Nick Sirianni needs to get paid at some point.
Yes, indeed.
Um, I'll throw this out there, and it might shock some people. It might not. It might. It's not. Doesn't shock me. I don't. I don't got no damn problem with it. Like if this number came out, I'd be like, it is what it is. Like it's not my money. It's not. It's not my money. But I ultimately think that his number, Nick Sirianni, when he gets paid, will be in the like, dude. Ben Johnson got 13 million a year. Man, I think 20, 21, 23 million a year for a Super Bowl winning head coach is, dude. I think he was making I was reading today that he was making like 4 or 5 million as Eagles head coach this year.
Man,
That's a bargain.
that's
Again,
a big bargain.
that's just, dude. You're 20. Like, dude, this guy wins. This is all he does win. We haven't seen a losing season.
Nope.
For all the nonsense that we hear, we talk about, or not we talk about, but like because we keep it real. But this fan base that thinks that Nick Sirianni's so bad, you haven't had a losing season. I mean, yes, the season has fell apart. Things have fallen apart. Yes, like we saw last year. But dude, he's made the playoffs every year. Like you've had playoff football. You haven't had that. Man, this team is 6-11 or 7-10, not in the playoffs.
Yep.
Like if you're other fan bases, you know what that's like to not play in January.
Yeah, and we don't
So
have to deal with that.
yeah, you've never like
Nope.
this guy has had this team ready. Like I said, whether it was Tampa his first year, they lose. They get to the Super Bowl the next year. Last year they fall apart, and then this year like they win the Super Bowl. Like I don't, dude. I can't really like, dude. I've
Lost to Tampa,
I mean,
Super Bowl appearance. Lost to Tampa, win the Super Bowl. Weird, and that's just hearing you say that out loud was just crazy that both the losses he has in the playoffs are to Tampa. Well, and the
right,
Super Bowl loss to Kansas City.
Yeah, then you lose to Kansas City, and then you beat Kansas City.
Yep.
So it's like, but yeah, I just there's
Nah, dude, pay that, pay our man, whatever he wants, because
open the
checkbook.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt Jeffrey Lurie's bottom line. It doesn't have any impact on the cap. Like, pay that man, because we talked. I know I kind of mentioned it yesterday, but this isn't 20. This is why we talked about it's better than 2018. The 2018 team was old, and you let that team get older. This team is young. They're like the fourth or fifth youngest team in the league.
Yeah, with
And dude, they all play for him. Open the checkbook. To touch on Kellen Moore, I know when they were in talks with Mike McCarthy. McCarthy didn't take the job because he wanted years, and they didn't want to give him years. I think Kellen Moore is going, whenever that number gets released, I think it's going to be a very good number. But I also want to say I think they realized after McCarthy backed away and said no, and they had to wait. I'm sure Kellen Moore wasn't their like first or second target, to be honest. Nothing against Kellen Moore, but like you had guys, Liam Cohen was a hot name, Ben Johnson, like they obviously would have wanted to get one of those guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Kellen Moore was your last resort.
Yeah, yep. Especially this went late in the cycle.
I think Kingsbury was definitely somebody that you wanted, and he just, these guys just said no, no, no. And dude, a lot of it could be that everything that we talked about, the cap, like working with the cap, because
that's why I think it's going to come out that like Kellen Moore is going to get 4 year at least. Like they might sign him to a 5-year contract, but they probably told him like, you're getting at least 4, because that's what McCarthy wanted. McCarthy wanted 4 to 5 years because there are only 32 head coaching jobs in the league, and you would want to take them. This job, though, I have never seen coaches not want anything to do with. And it's justified. The roster's horrible. They have no cap space. The general manager has lost his mind with what he's doing. There's guys on that team. Like the Eagles had 4 guys from 2017 that are still on the roster. Lane Johnson, who is the best tackle to ever play in Philadelphia and still playing at a super high level. Jake Elliott, who is a kicker. Kickers can hang around. The long snapper, and Brandon Graham. If you look at that Saints roster, a lot of those guys were on that 2018 NFC Championship game team that lost to the Rams. They haven't improved. They haven't realistically tried to retool. They just said this is our roster and we're running it into the ground. And that's what they did. So that is why, yes, a lot of cases, like you will get it, like people will take jobs for bad teams. This is a special situation of bad. No cap space, old, and it's not even like, oh, we have this young guy we can build around. You don't have a young quarterback. You have a quarterback who is average as hell, making $54.5 million next year. That's Derek Carr's cap hit. And a general manager that refused. Think of it this way, Philadelphia. The Saints are the Philadelphia Phillies from 2012 through what? No, actually, when did they 2013, 2014 they started actually offloading the core? So the Saints are the Philadelphia Phillies of 2013, 2014, except their sport has a salary cap.
Yeah.
And we know how bad those years were. So I think you're going to see a good paycheck for Kellen Moore, but also a guarantee of we're going to give you 4 years to, we actually understand this is not a good situation for a coach. We're going to give you the time that you need to try to pull us out of the basement. Because this job sucks.
Yeah. And can we just, before we get into anything else with this team, because there could be more conversation, can we can we talk about this narrative? If the Eagles decide that they want to, and I know the fans are already going nuts about Kevin Patullo. Can we say that this Kevin Patullo, if the Eagles do decide to promote within and give the job to Kevin Patullo, people are already saying, "Oh, Kevin Patullo is going to end up like Brian Johnson." Let me give you the history of Kevin Patullo. All right, Kevin Patullo, Matt, has spent 15 seasons coaching in the NFL. He's held numerous different titles, including quarterback coach, wide receiver coach, for 6 different teams. Brian Johnson coached for just 2 seasons in the NFL before being named the Eagles offensive coordinator. And yes, Patullo is close with Nick Sirianni from what I'm hearing. But guess what? You stay in what Nick is comfortable with. It's a guy who Nick trusts. So why not? Like, yeah, you're gonna get the interviews. I know. I'm gonna get tagged in 20 to 30 things saying, "Oh, they interviewed Marcus Brady. They interviewed this guy. They interviewed that guy." Let's just throw this out there as truth. They're gonna look around the league and talk to people. That's what you do. You have conversations about what things other teams are doing because it's a year-to-year league. And you discuss certain schemes. Oh, maybe you didn't look at it this way. You're always, as a football team in any sport, trying to get better, trying to have that competitive edge. And people just want to sit there and go, "Oh, they have 20 interviews." Well, yeah, because they're trying to survey the league of guys who have been with other teams and go, "Oh, they're doing that over here. Oh, maybe that would work here. Oh, okay, cool." Like ideas, like any ideas, like head coaching job. Like yes, in the head coaching aspect, you're looking for the next head coach. But you're also to survey the league and to see, okay, what's this one doing? What's this, team doing? I think when you see how many guys get interviewed, it's just that. That's all it is. It's not, it's not a regular job interview. It's not the job interview. You're going to XYZ company to interview. You're going for a job because they want to see if you fit the system. Okay. Every company has a system, whether it be retail, technology, whatever company you want to work for. They have a system in place. So they want to find a person that fits what they're doing. They don't want if you are compatible with that job, that's how you get a job. If you're in the system already and know how the business works, you're more what's the word I'm looking for? They would probably trust you a little bit more because you know how it works. Like you worked in retail for years and you went for a retail job, hey, holidays, you work, whatever, come in when you can, you know what I mean? Like that's the retail system. I got 20 years in retail. I know how the system works. It's just how retail is. But if you never worked retail, you wouldn't understand how retail works. And Matt, even you're working in retail now.
Yep.
Like you know how the system works. This one called off. Hey, can you cover a couple hours? This is not like a regular 9-to-5 job. You know what I mean? So
hit the nail right on the head, Eric. Hit the nail right on the head.
Yeah. But when all these people, like you said something off air today, right before we went live, that this fan base is so enamored with bringing in old names. I'd rather have somebody who can give me a fresh perspective and tell me, hey, and work together. It's all about working together. You're not bringing in Listen, this is the Eagles organization. I'm going to say it. I've said it 100 times. I'm going to say it 100 more times. You're bringing in guys to help run your system as an organization. The Eagles already have a system that they want to run with. They do it on defense. They did it on offense. And that was the thing with the problem with the defense for 15 years is that you ran the Vic Fangio system, but you didn't have the guy. So you
Yep.
thought you knew the system. And then you bring in the system and you go, oh, shit, that's what it's supposed to look like. And they're going to run the Vic Fangio system. Now they know what the Vic Fangio system is. So guess what? Even if Vic Fangio retires, you know you have to find something that you need the guy in the system to run it. You can't have a disciple of the fucking system. But yeah, you said something about Deuce Staley and you were, yeah. So
Staley, Frank Reich, Doug Peterson. Eric, everything you said is like it's very good information. It's common sense, but people don't have common sense. They don't want to use their head. They think of, and especially when it comes to Doug Peterson and Frank Reich. I know that it makes people think of 2017 and winning the Super Bowl in 2018. Frank Reich's offense stopped working after 2018. His offense was bad in Indianapolis. And then he gets a mobile quarterback in Bryce Young, and his offense is horrible in Carolina. Doug Peterson's offense was horrible after 2017. It was horrible in Jacksonville. Why are people obsessed with bringing in old names that don't have a fresh perspective on how the game is played in the current year? Frank Reich and Doug Peterson are both unemployed in the NFL right now. That would be, I'm getting paid. I'm still getting paid from my head coaching job that I got fired from. I don't really want to have to go through a whole season of preparation. And these guys are former head coaches. They might not want to be offensive coordinators. And it doesn't work here. You saw Doug Peterson with Jalen Hurts for a season, but technically 4 or 5 starts. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You want a fresh perspective. I would love Kevin Patullo to be the offensive coordinator. He was your passing game coordinator all year long. Has familiarity with the quarterback. Just let the old names go. It's not 2018 anymore. It's not 2018 anymore, people. The game is very different.
And the thing is that they're still talking about it. And the Eagles just won a Super Bowl.
Just won the Super Bowl.
You're talking about 2018. Let's talk about this year and what worked this year and what will work in the near future. Because guess what? That was 7 years ago. A lot of things have happened in 7 years. A lot can happen in 7 years. A lot can happen in 2 years.
That's right.
Look at look at life in 7 years ago. How different life was 7 years ago.
Yep.
We didn't have COVID, for God's sake. We didn't have this COVID shit in 2018. We went on
cannot understand people.
We go on these, like, I don't know. I feel like we're like the busters. We're like the myth busters, the bullshit busters.
The bullshit busters. That's the truth right there.
Let's if you're on the Discord, if you're on Twitch, this is the portion of the show where we go to the tape. So Matt, roll up the footage and let's get into Super Bowl 59.
Oh,
the way that we
indeed.
love to do things. So what is the first play that we're going to see?
All right, so our first play is actually from the first drive. We are going to be looking at, I think this is the second or third play. We are going to be looking at, all right, good. Everything's working. That's what we like to see, people. This is our throw to Devontae Smith, what you're going to see here, and why I put it in. It's a great throw from Jalen, but this is stuff that we have talked about throughout the course of the season, where when your quarterback leaves the pocket, your great receivers, because a great quarterback like Jalen Hurts is still looking to get the ball downfield. He's not necessarily looking to run. He wants to make a play with his arm. And your great receivers are ones that continue to work to get open, and work to come back to the ball. And I think what you see with this play is a good semblance of all of that. So obviously you're going to want to keep your eye on Mr. Devontae Smith right here. Let's just circle him again. They have A.J. Brown on the outside here along with him. And they are in their lovely 2 tight end set that they like to run. You see this time and time again. But let's let it roll. And you're going to see the pocket's fine. Good protection here. He's looking for A.J. Brown. There is actually good hand fighting up at the top of the route here, as you can see right here. So what you're going to see is Jalen just pumped. Okay, it's not there. Let me roll. Okay, so we'll stop it here. Chiefs were obviously in man on the outside, because you can see Calcaterra has man coverage on him here. Even Barkley's got a linebacker on him here, and there was your man on the outside. But they Tranquil, who lined over top of Devontae Smith, and the safety back here, they're certainly in zone. So as Jalen breaks the pocket here, this is what I love about this play. Yes, he could probably try to rush this throw and hit Smith right here, but you're going to see Jalen try to utilize his speed, make a nice accurate throw on the run. And let me back it up a couple seconds. So you're not elite wide receivers would try to wait for this ball to come to them there. What I love what Smith does and why I included it is, so obviously he works himself open. He is open. Jalen is cocking back to throw the ball. Smith is going to continue to work back, post up, and then make the catch and get the first down. So while Jalen probably could have gotten the ball to him at where he was as he's trying to throw it here, so looking at like the 47-yard line, Smith works himself back to the ball to make it an easier completion, and the Eagles get a first down. And that's the type of stuff that your great offenses, your great receivers, your great quarterbacks, that's the stuff that a great quarterback loves to see, but that's just the sign of a great receiver actually understanding what he's supposed to do. As we just get the look back. Again, offensive line, great protection, 95% of the game. Great pocket. Jalen moves to make it an easier throw for himself. Smith comes back to the ball. Bang. Nice, easy completion. First down for the Birds. And they're off and running. Now, play 2. So the Eagles ended up having to punt on the first drive. This is Kansas City's first possession. First third down of the game. Sign of things to come for the Kansas City Chiefs. Just look at the whole unit right here. The whole unit. That's where we want to show the love to. Well, there's obviously something Pat saw with how the Eagles lined up defensively. And then the Eagles rotate back into a too-high safety look. They're going with their wide splits here that you'll see better in the end zone camera. But Nolan Smith, Josh Sweat, collapse the pocket. Then you get Milton Williams forcing Mahomes out. And this is what Mahomes normally does so great. He does these scramble around, and then, okay, here, let me make a nice big throw. One of my receivers, normally Travis Kelce's going to be open. What should have been a sack or an incomplete pass turns into a 15-yard gain and a first down, and Kansas City's cooking. The Eagles' defensive line, the front four especially. Well, one, let's just get to the coverage out here. The coverage is perfect. Dude, there's no one open. No one open for Pat. But then normally, what a lot of teams, when they play the Chiefs, aren't doing is their defensive line kind of has to give up here with how he's escaped the pocket. But there's a guy. There's a little guy right here. I can't say he's a little guy. He looks little right there. But that's a big bad Jalen Carter. And he's going to force Pat off balance. Hits him. And this ball is almost picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And this was a sign of things to come. This should have let every Eagle fan know that the defense was ready to go and ready to play. Here they are at their wide splits. And look, this was the advantage, Eric, we talked about all last week. The Philadelphia Eagles edge rushers against Jawan Taylor, Joe Thuney, and Justice, and this whole offensive line, honestly. Joe Thuney is a guard that they have had to move out to tackle. Jawan Taylor was a left tackle. He's now playing right tackle. He's horrible. And just watch what the edge does. Since they're so occupied with Milton Williams and Jalen Carter in the middle. And they're them playing mind games with Pat right here, too. To start in a single high safety look and back out into a two high safety look. Smith dominates. Milton Williams gets double teamed. They collapse. And then Carter here, though. Not giving up on the play. Forcing Pat out. Gets the hit. Ugly throw. Almost picked off. The Eagles defense showed you from the third play in that they were ready to go. Now, this is the Eagles' second drive. This, just a nice, good completion that you're going to see. This is a longer developing route. You have AJ and Dallas Goedert split out here on the right side of the formation. Again, look at the offensive line, the pocket, and the time that they give. They pick up a little blitz nicely. Jalen, this a longer developing route. He sees Dallas Goedert get open right here. Boom. Nice, beautiful, clean throw, clean pocket. Dallas Goedert gets 22 yards and a first down. And the Eagles passing game picking up another chunk play on their second drive of the game. Gonna look at it from the end zone view. Just, dude, this front, this line, both lines for the Eagles, we talked about it. They were ready in the trenches for all of this. Look at Dickerson with the big hit on the blitzer here. Jalen, nice clean pocket. Beautiful throw on time. Dallas Goedert running free over the middle of the field. Nice, easy completion. 22 yards and a first down for your boys. And same drive. Same drive. Let's show a little love for our man out here, Jahan Dotson. So they're kind of they're not in press, but they're right on the line of scrimmage. What you're going to see here, as they obviously look at Jalen here and look at Goddard and Smith. They saw the one-on-one, the press coverage out here, so they audible the play. They know. Jalen knows. Yo, you got one-on-one. Look, but double high safety, but look how inside they are with how outside Dotson is. You're just going to see. They're going to try to chuck Dotson at the line here, and he just wins this. He wins this right from the snap, and Jalen sees it right away. So look, there's your snap. They're bringing a blitz. Barkley does a great job crossing over, picking up the blitzer. But right here, so this cornerback right here, he's trying to do the hand check. He's trying to grab him right at the release, not let him get free. Dotson saw it coming, does a little stutter, and then he's just going to beat him to the outside. Jalen sees it, lets it rip. Beautiful throw. Great tackle. Dotson gets tackled at the 1 yard line. But this is the stuff. I think the Chiefs were so concerned with the Eagles' run game that they let this type of shit happen all game long. Again, great pocket. Barkley comes, picks up the blitz. Nice, easy pitch and catch.
So you don't think Spags thought Jalen was going to have a good game?
I don't necessarily know if it's that. I just think when you see what Barkley has done,
I keep seeing this narrative. Like, you know what I mean? This narrative is that Spags under. I don't know if the word is under value Jalen Hurts, but
I don't necessarily think it's that. I think what the Chiefs have done all year long is man people up on the outside. And that allowed him to blitz. They would get pressure, and the cornerbacks would win 7 times out of 10.
Yeah.
The problem was because they knew if Barkley does what Barkley does. So well, it didn't work out for him. I bet they were thinking, I like our cornerbacks. I know the Eagles have very good wide receivers, but I like our cornerbacks. We have the type of corners where we can just sit back there and play man and blitz, and we will wreak havoc on opposing quarterbacks and make their life difficult. We need to stop the run because if Barkley starts the game off with the 60-yard run, or if we give up that big play to Barkley, we're screwed. Because then that just look what this Eagles run game has done. So they're going to say, let's take away the run. We trust our corners.
Right.
The problem was Jalen Hurts and the Eagles receivers, even Jahan Dotson. And this is how you know you have you're a special team and you're an elite team. Dotson's not in the game plan all year long. Kind of lost as a slot receiver. They decide to throw him outside, and he wins a one-on-one with Kansas City's number 2 cornerback. And there's another play that we're going to see where another guy who every time he was on the field this year was horrible makes a huge play in the Super Bowl. When your guys I don't want to say they're bad, they're NFL players, but when you're bottom of the roster guys, bottom of your rotation guys are out there making big plays, that's when you know what you did that whole process leading up to the game. Everyone was on the same page. And I think that's exactly what happened. What the Eagles did defensively, Fangio, and here, we're going to show it here. Fangio went into this as, again, I'll let this roll. I trust my front four. I trust my front four to get pressure. And again, look, they collapse the pocket. Nolan Smith gets there, forces a horrible throw, almost gets the sack, incomplete pass. This was 2 defensive coordinators that know what they're doing, know what their team's good at. The difference was the Eagles players executed and would not be beaten on this day. The Chiefs, that didn't happen, and the Eagles offense outplayed them and dominated them. But that's the key difference, because both of these teams didn't do anything different. Fangio trusted his front four. He didn't blitz till the end of the game. He didn't like the blitz. He's not a blitzing team. But time and time again, the Eagles' defense did their job. Kansas City's defense didn't do their job. The only play other than against the run where Kansas City did their job was this play. And this is more on the offensive line than it is Hurts. Because what you're going to see here, this is the interception, as you can tell at the bottom there. You're going to see Nick Bolton here. He's going to come on a little bit of a delayed blitz, And the big problem is we got two big beefy guys right here that end up blocking nobody. So Bolton kind of shows, hey, I'm coming, does a little step. Now look, see, here we go. Jurgens, Dickerson, blocking nobody. Maybe they are expecting, if Bolton backs up, okay, then we don't have to worry about it. Or, if he comes, maybe Barkley steps over, but Barkley's picking up the corner blitz. And you just end up blocking nobody. Hurts, guy in his face, rushes to throw, throws off his back foot, it's underthrown and picked off. But this is what I messaged you this morning when Andrew Salchunas said that the throw was on Jalen Hurts. No, the offensive line just got confused and didn't block anybody. So look,
right.
Bolton's right over Cam Jurgens. Jurgens is they're obviously blocking down on this side of the ball. So maybe Barkley was supposed to be responsible for a mid-blitz pickup, but no one picked him up. And that's a free shot at the quarterback, throws off his back foot. Boom, incomplete. They're intercepted. The only mistake the Eagles made all day long. Now, birthday boy, number 1. Now, Saquon Barkley's birthday was also on Super Bowl Sunday. But right here, let's give love to our boy Cooper DeJean. Now, I think, and Joe, I know you're in here, so feel free if you're watching this. I think this looks like a designed rollout from Mahomes. Because I think, look, he gets the snap, and he starts moving. And it's not like there's great pass rush. So I'm thinking it's a designed rollout. Our man to watch right here is Cooper DeJean. And what you're going to see is DeAndre Hopkins here run this type of little route over the middle of the field, a little crosser. And Mahomes is kind of baited as you see DeJean kind of fade towards the sideline. So probably this is what Pat's thinking. As you can see, Hopkins is open here. So he's thinking, okay, I got Hopkins going here. This corner's taken care of. This safety's taken care of. Linebacker's going to be on Pirine. Let me just try to move, keep flowing outside, and hold DeJean. And this is what we talked about with Cuz and the Eagles having high football IQ guys. Because look, DeJean is ready to break as he sees Mahomes wind up. And he can probably see where Pat's looking. And then he just jumps it. That's a user lurk in Madden. That's a user lurk in NCAA. And then you're off and running. And you get a great block here. And another good block. DeJean, run after the catch. And it's a touchdown. Jalix Hunt with a fantastic block on the return. That's why I think this was a designed rollout. Because there's no pressure. He starts to move. All the passing routes are flowing.
Matt, you know what that needs?
What's that? Oh, look, here's your That's damn truth. And look, I don't want to hear any bitching. Look at this hold that Jawan Taylor has on Jalen Carter. He's hugging him. He's hugging him like your fucking prom date, baby. You finally get that girl at the bar. Oh man, he's not letting go. And then look, there's such high football IQ guys here. Whoop! Off and run, Jalix Hunt. Watch our man. Big block. Big block on the offensive lineman. Ojimo gets just enough to kind of push him out of the way. He almost gets in Coop's way, and it's a touchdown. And boy, did that place get loud. That's a Super Bowl. You're not supposed to have home field advantage. And guess what? The Eagles had home field advantage. Now, here we go. This is right after the pick six. Well, actually, not right after the pick six. Eagles force a punt. Then the Eagles have to punt. Great punt by Brandon Mann. It was like a 4th and 3. Eagles thought about going for it. They take the delay of game. The Chiefs decline the penalty. Mann punts the ball down to the 6. And again, this is edge rush, edge pressure all day. Josh Sweat. Eagles in zone here. Josh Sweat forces the offensive lineman. You'll see it better from the end zone cam. But forces, he's got a guy. He's probably trying to put this ball here and a little elevated to get over the top of Bond. But bad throw. Zach Bond right there with the mitts and the interception. Look, we have 8 plays and we're in the first half. We're in the first half. But again, watch here. The Eagles prep, dude, this Kansas City Chiefs offensive line. Horrible. It's the first place they got to upgrade. First place they got to upgrade in the offseason. Just look at Sweat. Just push Tooney back into Mahomes. Forces the bad throw. And there's your pick. And the Eagles are off and running. This game's already laughable. And here we go.
It's laughable. What we talked about out there about these Washington fans that think that.
Oh, yeah. We're going to bring that up, too. Eagles here run this little. God. It's a crosser, not necessarily a mesh. But they have. You're going to run AJ across here. And you got both tight ends. You got a little crosser. And what this play, like your mesh, is designed to do is just these guys. You want these guys. You just want a blob of traffic in the middle of the field here. Because obviously this play is drawn up for A.J. Brown to be open. And honestly, that's exactly what happens. Chiefs are in zone. And look, obviously right here, see you got this running, you got this running, you got this running. So you're going to get, that's 3 Eagles and 4 Chiefs defenders in one general area. And Nick Bolton, who ends up getting let free. Oh, shit. I need to pick up A.J. Brown. He's not. I love Nick Bolton. Great player. He's not fast enough. That's just great play design. Great play design, and the guys ran their routes the right way. Well executed. Oh, look at that. That makes it 24-0. How about that? 24-0 in the first half against the 2-time defending champion, Kansas City Chiefs. Going for their 3-peat. Look, right here, you just caused a mess. Another great pocket. Chiefs barely got pressure on Hurts all night long. And Watson's right there going, God, we're getting killed. I don't know what to do with myself. Here's just 2 back-to-back plays. This is in the second half. I'm just letting them roll. This is just, again, just pressure. Jordan Davis here with the first sack. They ate. I call this belt to ass. To quote The Rock, boots to asses. Nation of domination. Whatever wrestling terminology you want to use to describe it, that's exactly what this was. He's got no time. And they took away The edge collapsing the pocket and having Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, those big guys there, they took the running alleys away from Patrick Mahomes. He could not escape and do what Patrick Mahomes is best at, which is make those plays. Make great plays, back-breaking plays when he can scramble and play backyard ball. And again, you're going to see this one. Jawan Taylor, I think his footwork here on this play, as you'll see from the end zone view, as, again, another sack, it's just horrible. Like, you to me, you can tell. Look at how bent inside his outside leg is. Like, he knows I've been getting cooked like crack all day long. It's about to happen again. I just think this is piss poor footwork. Look, his outside toe is in already. Look at his feet. He starts early. That's okay. 65 gets beat by Carter. That Sweat can just swim back over the top.
Whoop.
Jalix Hunt's there. God, they beat this boy up. Now this throw. This is a great play. Because again, kind of like the Hurts to Devontae Smith throw. It is not liking what you see right from the snap. Moving. And you gotta tip your cap to Barkley to understand the assignment, to say the least, because this is a designed little flat. You could probably Goddard looks like he's going to run like a little stop and go action here, go and cut. You got Barkley on the flat. He probably could have let it rip to Smith right here. But that's okay. Because, okay, Barkley's watching. Barkley's here watching. Jalen doesn't like anything. Nope. I don't want to risk it. And then Barkley goes, nope, you know what? I'm going. Boom. Beats his man. Nice throw on the run again. And luckily, Barkley does a little bobble, but he makes the catch.
Yeah. It was the same, you know what I mean? He kind of made up for that Atlanta.
Yes. See, just look at Lane Johnson's footwork, and even Mulata, because I know Joe Tooney had good footwork on that play that for the Chiefs that we just looked at where he got sacked, but he had a tight end next to him. But look at Mulata's footwork. Nice wide stance. Ready. They're just going to see, like, they gave Jalen all the time he needed. Again, good pickup. They're double teaming Chris Jones. Look at this nice clean pocket. Dude, nothing.
Look at him. He's not even going nowhere. Chris Jones is.
Jalen, beautiful throw on the run. Nice, beautiful catch. The Eagles score again. Now, again, I alluded to this earlier. When you get this, I haven't typed this out all year long. Big play Maddox.
Big? Wow. Whoa.
This is a 4th down.
Oh, yeah, they go for it in 4th, yeah.
And just watch Avante. For a man.
4 snaps?
Yeah. And look what this is the only snap that mattered for him. Watching Mahomes. He knows the route. and he's just keeping the eye on Mahomes. He knows when to jump. Boop! Bam. When you, like, this is what I said, like, Jahan Dotson made big plays for you. You trust your defense. You get guys like Jahan Dotson and Avonte Maddox to make big plays for you. That means everyone understood what they went, like, that just shows you the preparation, the film study they put in. That is a freaking heads up play for a guy that every time he was on the field this year got freaking cooked. He got cooked every single play this year. But in the Super Bowl, he studied, he knew, he watched, made the great play to shut everything down. And then this is when the Eagles said, fuck you, game over. Chiefs are going to come on a blitz here. Again, they trusted their corners. Look, this is press coverage. One-on-one on the outside. They're trusting the blitz to get home. They're even showing you blitz here. You got Tranquil down in there. Okay, we're going to slide over. Boom. Okay, here we come. Let's back to safety out late. Try to confuse them. They run a little play action. And I'll explain that too. And then look, Smitty, burn them. Take the shot over the top. That's a touchdown. We're Super Bowl champions. Game was already over at this point, but that was the, screw you. Screw taking time off the clock. We're going for the jugular. Now, what I want to talk about here. So, Saquon Barkley didn't have the best day. But this is why, before I rolled again. Andy Reid, I hope you listened to this, because you only ran 6 designed runs the whole game. 6 designed runs. Your other 4 or 5 rushing attempts that Patrick Mahomes had were all scrambles. None of them were designed. This is why, even if your run game isn't necessarily working, this is why you stick to it. Because what the Eagles do here, they pass the blocking and everything. Look, they do the pull. They're pulling Becton here. But just watch these linebackers just have to stay put because of the play action. Look, they even flow downfield. Look at this cell. You got this linebacker coming in here. You got this linebacker coming in. This linebacker coming in. Tranquil coming in. All because of this fake. Because the Eagles stuck to the ground game. And boop. Oh, shit. We're done. Look, I didn't even notice that. Well, one, AJ, he already knows it's a touchdown. Barkley knows it's a touchdown. Dot. Incredible. And here, just for good measure, Patrick Mahomes dies on this play right here. This is your Milton Williams bull rush. Swats the arm down. Jalen Carter, bop, right in the face. Eagles recover the fumble. What a dismantling of Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. From this view, it's even better. They don't even have Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is on the field. They lined him outside. Jawan Taylor with this awful freaking. Oh my God! Oh, look at that. Again, look at this stance here. Look at this stance. Look at that horrible footwork. Who taught this man here? What is this? Joe, if you are seeing this, can you try to enlighten me? Because this, to me, dude, this is a recipe. This is a recipe to get beat. I really don't know. I want to study that now. And then, oh my god. Oh, this defensive line, bro. Oh, Mahomes is dead. I remember saying that live too. When that play happened, I said, "Oh shit, he's dead." And I do just want to show one more thing. I didn't clip it because I didn't necessarily think it was worth it. But this is like the type of stuff. Oh, they didn't put the penalties in here. That's stupid to me. Did he call that here? I don't know if this is one of the ones they called, but like these little movements here are why they ended up calling the flags on Lovato for false starts. That one actually might have been okay, but they have a couple where Joe, I'm gonna send you a couple. Plays of Jawan Taylor. I just think his footwork is god awful for a tackle. But that's what we got for Tape Tuesday. It was great to rewatch all of that. This team dominated. They deserve to dominate. They were just that damn good. And they literally showed the Kansas City Chiefs who their daddy was. And you saw it time and time again throughout the course of that game on Sunday. And I love this team. I love the team. I love that picture you just sent me, Eric.
That's I want that as the.
I love the video of them trying to interview, interviewing Reed Blankenship, and Landon Dickerson is in the background with an IV drinking a beer. Oh. This is just so much better than 2017, I think.
Yeah. No, I'm like, yeah.
Like, if you wanted to let the NFL world know, like, this team means business, to do it on that stage. You know what? That's going to tie right into, I don't know what the hell the Washington Commanders fan base is smoking.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Both of them aren't listening right now.
That's okay.
That's okay. I don't know what the hell they're smoking. They're like, you lost by 32. The Birds dropped 55 on your ass in the NFC title game, and watching us destroy the Chiefs makes you feel better? Why? Because it was 14-12 at one point, and then your team decided to fall apart? I don't know. It's way too early. I do like Washington, but next year is going to be a lot more difficult for them. Not even just because of the fact that the Eagles are in their division and the Eagles are going to be good again, but you everyone wanted to anoint C.J. Stroud after his rookie year, and look what happened. To not even, and I love Jaden Daniels, but to just think it's going to be, oh yeah, no, we're fine. We're winning the Super Bowl next year. You're in for a rude awakening, Washington.
Wait, who said that they were going to win the Super Bowl next year?
Oh, if you look at Washington Redskins or Washington Commanders Twitter, there's a lot of they're winning the Super Bowl next year. Oh, if the Rams would have beat the Eagles, we'd be Super Bowl champs right now. Kansas City would have mopped the floor with them. Would have mopped the floor with them. Like they won 12 games this year, and now look. Whew. I thought the Dallas fan base was bad.
Maybe it's just are you sure it's not just the two people?
No,
two
dude,
Washington
look
teams
at Twitter. Look at Twitter.
It's it. Okay. I have to report back to you.
Look up Washington Commanders. Actually, the only one that isn't talking crazy is freaking Chris Wagner. He's the only Commanders fan I've seen. Shout out to him. He's the only Commanders fan I've seen that hasn't been acting like an idiot. I love Tommy, but he texted me yesterday. Prophet said it during the game, and I just chose not to say anything.
Wait, Prophet said it during the game?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Seeing the Eagles beat the Chiefs like this makes me happier that how Washington played them.
Oh, man.
Why? You lost by 32! You only beat us because Jalen Hurts got hurt.
Ugh.
And still, if Devontae Smith would have made a catch, you would have lost. Like, Washington fans are delusional. God, I cannot wait. I can't wait till they start 0-3 next year. Oh my God!
I told you I want to play them week 1.
You know what? I hope it is.
I was talking to a friend of mine today that I talked about, a Lions fan. He said, you know what the opening matchup is, and I said, yeah, probably Philly Detroit. I said that's probably the Thursday. He goes, no, that's what they're gonna do because he's, Philly's number one in regards to a fan base, watching, for getting the fans to come out on a Thursday night and watching games. He goes, Detroit right now is number 2. He goes, that's gonna be your Thursday night opener. It's gonna be Philly Detroit. It has to be, unless they go. It would be Philly Detroit, then Philly Washington.
Yeah,
because you'd run a NFC.
And that's what I thought. Looking at their home games next year, to me, you're like, those were the top 2. Oh God, they play Washington. If it is Washington that week 1, they'll drop 75 on them, and then I want to hear Commander. Oh yeah, we played. They're gonna lose 75-24. Oh my God, we played you guys so close. Jaden Daniels. Oh my God.
We can put up 100, and they'll be like, "Oh, wait."
Let's do some math real quick.
Well, let's do math while you talk about that. Yeah, we'll kind of use the math portion. We'll add 2 things in together because you brought up math. But this clickbait again, this front office sports, that has 216,000 followers on Twitter. They came out with an article at 1 o'clock saying the Eagles built this Super Bowl roster by manipulating the salary cap, but the bill is coming soon, and it could put the team in a bind for a few years.
For a few years.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go.
And then
I do want to get back to that.
And you want to get back to that? Sorry.
Definitely do. But okay. 26-18, week 11. So let's keep track. We got, hold on, let me actually.
I got my calculator up.
Okay, pull up the calculator. So 26-18. And this is only when Jalen Hurts is on the field.
Okay.
26-18.
All right.
When Jalen left week 16, it was 21-0.
Okay. So 13 points.
And the final of that game was 33-36. Okay.
Okay.
And then the playoff game. 55-23. So with Jalen Hurts on the field, that would be 76 and 26 is 102 to 18 and 23. So 102 to 41. And these fans are saying, "Oh my God, we did so good." You know what? Fuck it. Throw in the 36 that they scored. It's 102 to 78. You still lost by 24. And that was with, actually, if I'm including, I got to add 12 more points. So that's 114 to 72. Or to 102. God, I don't want to hear Commanders fans fucking talk at all. Good Lord. They're as dumb as the Eagles fans saying they want Frank Reich and Doug Peterson to be offensive coordinator.
Are you putting Tommy and Prophet in that category?
Fuck yes, because they both said it. I literally, when Prophet said it, I let it go. When Tommy said it, I said, I really don't know what to say to you because we stomped your ass. I said, we beat you by 32.
Did he hit you with the bro? Did he hit you with the bro?
No, he said, man, you know what? Seeing how you guys demolished Kansas City just made me happier with what Washington did. And I don't know how to reply to that because we kicked the shit out of you.
Yeah, that wasn't even close. Yeah, wasn't even close.
Wow, you kept it close for a quarter? Yeah. Oh my god, we kept it close for a quarter. Congratulations. You got 55 dropped on you. 55.
They sound like Viking fans from 2018.
Oh my god.
Which one's worse, Viking fans or Commander fans?
Vikings fans, because Vikings fans, one came out of nowhere, and then a couple of them blocked me because.
Wait, you got blocked by a Viking? Oh yeah, I do remember that. You did tell that story.
Steph.
Oh.
Blocked me because all I said is, haha, we kicked the shit out of you. Block. Shouldn't need that negativity in her life. Kind of respect it.
Still blocked.
Still probably. Blocked. Oh, yeah. Yep, still blocked.
She don't know what's missing.
Yeah, these fans are delusional. I haven't even heard Cowboys say anything that dumb in a while. Cowboy fans haven't even said anything that dumb in a while.
Dak said, I guess you didn't hear this one.
What'd Dak say? Well, Dak's a player. I can. It's stupid. It's stupid, but I can understand it.
Credit to them, they deserved it by all. Yeah, very cool, especially when you watch the NFC game.
Whoa, what the hell? And then we got, yeah. How about this? Our boy Collinsworth.
Quinyon Mitchell has just been a special player.
Come on.
The guys that they drafted this year, this Quinyon Mitchell has just been a special player on the back end. Cooper DeJean may be the biggest steal that we've ever seen in the second round of a draft. And what he's done to shore up the slot position for that team. They were really not good a season ago in the slot. Cooper DeJean came back in there. C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I mean, just names that people wouldn't talk about. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, now, I like him a lot. He's a Florida guy. But he's out of his mind, right? CJ's the guy that when you have him on your defense is different than when he's not on that defense.
He's not wrong.
No.
Biggest steal in second round history. Cooper DeJean.
Thank you, Washington.
Yes, thank you. The same fans and the same team that thought. Did you have you seen that the Swifties?
Yeah, they're all mad that people booed Taylor.
And did you see that they're leaving bad reviews on C.J. Gardner-Johnson's mom's restaurant? And then the Eagle fans reversed it and started giving great reviews on the restaurant.
Good.
So
the Eagles fans do great with that. Sadly, to go back to Washington, they had a guy, Tailgate Ted or whatever.
That fucking.
I guess he got bullied while he wore a mouth guard here. Like,
he wore a mouth guard? Really?
Yeah, he wore a mouth guard in the stands, and I guess people were mean to him, and he went on Twitter and bitched about it. But he does. I don't know how I feel about Tailgate Ted because he did say some very good things about Eagles fans, and he does do like a charity thing, and the Eagles fans donated a crap ton to his charity, which was great. Swifties are hard. So, a little story time. She's kind of my friend. Her name's Dana. I've known her for like 10 years or so now. She is a Swiftie. And I remember she didn't talk to me for a little bit because she was telling me like how big of a Taylor Swift fan she was, and I was like, Taylor's cool. She's got some bangers.
And this was before she was dating.
This was like
Travis?
right when it started.
Okay.
I think it was actually the 2022 Super Bowl.
Okay.
Because she's not into sports, and she was like, Travis. I don't know why, like, blah blah blah, something about, and I'm like, you're dealing with a different fandom. Like, football fans care about Travis when they're watching, and like, yes, there might be some crossover, but I was like, but they don't give two shits about Taylor Swift during a football game. And she's and I'm like, nah. I was like, people's problem with I can only speak for myself, but I know a lot of people have problems, and I know I have a problem with Taylor Swift. I was like, because her fan base is a cult. And she was like, no, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. I'm like, seriously, you guys are a cult. Like, I was like, I have bands that I love that have got me through, I'm not even a big music guy, but I know through my teenage years, early 20s, dealing with loss, dealing with, anything. Like, they were bands that I really connected to and that I love. And I'm like, some people get song lyric tattoos. Some people go to see that band every time they play close. Great. Like, I understand that. That's cool. I was like, but Swifties take it to like a weird, gross level of like she is your god. And she, oh my, you can't say that. And she got like all mad at me. And this just proves it. Like, oh my god, they booed Taylor. Oh my god. Why would they? There's one. What did she ever do to deserve getting booed? Oh my god.
It's that, you know what it is? It's like that, I know I was never really around. Like, I was a kid, but like, maybe it's not even close. I mean, I know it's not even close, but it's like the same thing. But like that fucking pop singer back in the day, Selena, the one that got killed by the yeah. So like, the stuff I read about that is like Selena would do these like, and dude, Selena was fucking great. Like, I remember her songs as like a kid,
Yeah.
and the beats were like fucking great. You know what I mean? But like, from what I've read about Selena, is that fan base for that time would not, I mean, not to that extent, because it's, with now, I think a lot of the Taylor thing is from social media.
Oh,
But Selena was packing houses, and I think, like, I read stuff and people talking about music. I'm more into like the hard rock and the rap, but to kind of reading about that kind of music, you kind of put it in to the same category. I mean, Taylor's kind of on that bigger level because of the way that music is viewed now. Whereas like Selena, if she put out the music that she did back then, now, like if she was still alive and she was banging it out, like she'd be on that level because that music is enjoyed more, and it's more, it's more available, and it's more for that social environment. Like you can listen, like you listen to Taylor, like they put Taylor Swift music on everywhere. Like you can't really like, dude, it's at the fucking grocery store. You hear, like, I work at a grocery store.
Yeah.
And you hear it at the grocery store. Like I hear it throughout the night. So, like, it's not like music. Like, certain songs and certain bands you can't play. You can't play, you can play, like, a Tears for, like, it fucking, not even, like, you can play Tears for Fears or, like, Bon Jovi. You can play those type of songs, like, all over the place. And, like, any type of social gathering, whatever. But you can't play, like, Rage Against the Machine in a grocery store.
No.
Or you can't play, Cradle of Filth, or, like, some of these fucking harder bands in, like, imagine you're, like,
I'd love it if they did.
You're not like you're listening to, like, all of a sudden you hear killing in the name of,
Yeah.
you'd be like, wait, whoa, some 70-year-old lady would be like, what's this music?
Yep.
But I think that, like, the Taylor stuff is more for, like, and dude, she's, makes a lot of money, and, and is a fucking pop icon in this generation. She'll be remembered, forever, when she ends up, years down the road. But I think the music aspect of things and the pop culture aspect of things is what has phenomenon, which is, whatever. Hey, it's, it appeases a certain audience.
Yes.
It doesn't appease certain, but that, it appeases to that general population, because, like, dude, like, we're not, like, the people that listen to the show really don't, like, well, we fuck around, we talk shit, we call people Swifties, if, call EP a Swiftie and Susie, like, whatever. But that, that's more of an inside thing. That's not like, EP. I know EP doesn't give two shits about her, but but it's just a fucking inside joke. But yeah, like, the Swifties, they take everything nowadays, and not to get into politics, but like everything is an uproar now over everything. Any little thing is an uproar. Like, there's no, like,
Yep.
like back in the 90s, you were like, it is what it is. Things are what it is. Whereas, like, everything nowadays in general, sports, news, whatever, it's a very opinionated culture. We live in a very opinionated culture where it's everybody and everything, like how a person dresses, like for a human being, us as human beings, we sit there and we judge. We judge everything that a person does. Like you walk into work and somebody's judging you, whether it's good or bad. Like
Yep.
they're judging you. They're absolutely. You walk into a door, unless you're sitting at home all day, you're being judged from the moment you see a person to the moment you don't see that person. It's human nature. And these Swifties, they're very much a part of that issue because, and it's not just them. It's mass. It's way more than that. But this Swifties, they want Barbies. You know what I mean? Like the Barbie generation. They not in looks, but in that like they want this way and they want it that way, and they don't want anything else except for that. You know, if Taylor Swift started getting DUIs, I don't ever want to see a person get a DUI. Don't quote me on that. But if Taylor Swift ever got a DUI, I would love to see what these people would say about Taylor Swift then.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like, could you imagine if Taylor gets a DUI or does something?
No, they would defend her. They would defend her.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because then you got to flip the switch.
Yep.
Then you got to flip. If you're defending somebody with a DUI, oh, she was fine. Then the next person that has a DUI, you have to play even. It has to be even. Like, drinking while driving is bad. If you give Taylor Swift a fucking free pass, well, then you're really just putting them in a... Like, she's getting put in a league of her own.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's not right. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm not saying she will do something, wrong, but if she had, like, some type of domestic violence issue against her, like, you put her in that situation, yes, it would be a one-off, okay? And I understand that, but you see countless people out there, Matt, and it's all over the place.
Yep.
With one-off situations, and every person that makes a mistake, you can't. There's no redemption. Like, people don't like to people don't want to hear somebody redeem themselves.
Yeah.
Like, yes, fool me once, shame on you. Know what I mean? Fool me once. You know what I mean? That whole thing. Like Taylor Swift could probably make 20 fucking mistakes, and people will go, "Oh, it's Taylor. Leave her alone. She's been through a lot." You know what I mean? And it would be wow, we're really having a conversation about Taylor Swift. Like, we went off. I was going to talk about this Howie Roseman thing. But, like, you know what I mean? It's just, it's wild.
Her fan base is batshit crazy. And, well, here, they're also in their own little world. And, dude, there are a lot of Eagles fans there. And her boyfriend plays for the Chiefs. It's not that deep.
Yeah.
But they don't understand that.
If she was dating an Eagles player, she would get all the love. She would get
like, cheered.
Oh my, yeah, dude. It would be insane. It would be, yeah. This and you go to the Kansas City market, they're probably loving her. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, she's dating Travis Kelce. Okay. Like, everybody was like, it's a conspiracy. Like, dude, come on. Like, oh, it's a fake relationship. Oh yeah, no, it's a fake relationship. Sound like that was the dumbest thing I've heard. Fake relationship. A relationship is fake. Oh, it's a manufactured relationship. Come on, listen to yourself talk. Like, come on. Some of the things that people say, just, dude, look in the mirror, go in the mirror, say what you just said, and think, do I sound like an idiot or not? Like, honestly, like, it's something that I've really, like, held in. Like, sometimes I say things. Like, not even just on the air, but I'll like, if I think it's something that is stupid, I'll go in the mirror, I'll say it, or I'll even come on and audio it, record it. Like, I'll record it, like, I have a microphone, and I'll record it into Audacity, and I'll listen back to it, and I'll go, okay, this sounded good, or, damn, that sounded like an idiot the way I just said it.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
The Office is my favorite show of all time. But there's a quote from one of the characters, Dwight Schrute, that when he said it, I was like, oh my God, like I will live by this. And the quote is, next time you're faced with a dilemma, always ask yourself, would an idiot do that?
Yeah.
And I feel like more people need to actually ask themselves that question before they say things or post things.
Yeah. I mean, you get people that just want to start, they want to, that's just the way they are. There's troll, we call it trolls. But like they post it just for the ha ha ha, but then you're like,
Yeah, they're fucking
okay,
losers and you have to troll
yeah,
to,
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Yes, the UK version of The Office, I was not a fan of, but I don't like UK humor. I don't like anything that the beans and toast people freaking do.
Dude, you get if you want to. I know that's probably Cress in the bringing up UK stuff, but if I'm wrong,
That is
I'm sorry.
indeed Chris.
Okay, I was gonna say as soon as you say UK television, dude, shout out to Cress, but and I just said troll. I didn't even. You said Cress. But like this guy starts talking about UK television shows and talking about things, and I'm like, huh? What are you talking like? Dude, he can tell you about all types of UK television. Like, if you want to go down a rabbit hole of talking about television shows from the '90s, man, Cress is your guy.
I will give the UK version of The Office another watch, but
And who's in the UK version? Is it like it's complete? Is it completely better?
it's why am I? Yeah, Jimmy Gervais,
Okay.
who actually had a cameo in the American version of The Office.
So did they intertwine a lot of those people from the
No.
US version? No. Okay, so he was the only one.
Yeah, there is. Michael is leaving, and Ricky Gervais comes in on and meets him on the elevator, and it's just like Michael Scott's character is based off of the character that Ricky Gervais plays in the UK version of The Office. I do remember the first episode of the UK version of The Office. I thought was really freaking funny. The UK humor has to like grow on you though.
You have to listen to it like a bunch. Yeah, you have to listen to it.
Yeah,
For a while.
but then again, they like beans on toast and
Beans.
they gotta, they have bad teeth, mushy peas, fish and chips. So you gotta be careful with what you consume of the UK. Yeah, blood pudding, William Regal.
Blood pudding. What?
Yeah.
Yo, somebody actually brought up during the Super Bowl about Nick Sirianni's haircut.
What was wrong with this haircut?
No, because of that fucking thing we talked about that Baldini, Nick Baldini. Remember when he shaved his head and they started winning? Remember they were like 5-0 at one point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We brought it up on the podcast. So he's saying that they asked him if his haircut was the reason that the Eagles went on a crazy run. And he had to basically say, no, the haircut was not the reason that the Eagles went on a crazy one to win 16 of the last 17 games and the Super Bowl.
Oh, damn right.
Wow, people are actually, so Gio, who we've talked about on this podcast, said he can't make the parade. Philly fans, as much as we shit on you, dude, and like exactly what you said about like, fucking donating. Dude, these people are going out of the way to try to get Gio to the parade. Like people
That's
are
actually
going at
the heart and nature of Philly fans. I know the national media likes to dump on them and whatnot. They're the only fan base that would do shit like that.
They lifted a fucking guy in a wheelchair
Yeah.
over their head. They raided a fucking linen truck, first of all. And then they took the pole. They took the pole with Cottenham Avenue. They took the pole with Cottenham Avenue. They took that shit down the street. But yeah, they fucking lifted some guy in a wheelchair that he wanted to see what was going on above. They lifted him up in his wheelchair and held him up. I probably would have been fucking. I don't know.
Dude,
I don't know how I would feel about other men that I don't know holding me up in a fucking.
Oh man, this fan base is. Oh, dude, I have such a love-hate because like I love the fan base. We take over the Super Bowl. We travel. Like we do cool shit like that. Dude, fucking Tailgate Ted complains. We donate to his charity. They're trying to get Gio to the parade. And then you go on Facebook. Oh my God, I want Doug Peterson to be the offensive coordinator. Well, fuck you, bro. Fire the coach.
I'll do. Listen, Chris. I know you're here in chat. I know you'll be here in If I will learn the Howie dance to that music, I'll do the Howie dance live at the show if you agree to do the Howie dance with me to that song.
Are you painting Cress's face?
I don't know, but I'm painting my face for the April show.
Because as much as I love Cress, he has tried to be the number one troll. Oh, okay.
No, that is Matt's face because he called Matt cute. Yeah. So yeah.
Cress, what kind of paint is KD going to use for Eric's face?
I'm not using nothing. I'm not getting anything. He's more worried about sharing. He's more worried about sharing a bed with Chris with a king size mattress that he is. Yeah.
Dude, there's times I love the flock of geese we have over there.
The gaggle geese.
The gaggle geese over there.
Gaggle geese. I want to put that on a fucking show. I want to go back to all the different things that the name-o-isms that you have said on this podcast, and I want to make a list, and I just want to write them all down, and just jeez.
Cress should change the name of his server to the Gaggle Geese.
The Gaggle Geese, I love it. No, I told them. I think I told them it was the Cress Fan Club, the peanut,
the peanut gallery,
where you just say random things.
It's a wild world, dude. It's a wild world over there. I love it.
Yeah, it's a wild west.
I don't think KD ever responded to me calling him the man. No, he didn't. Wow.
He probably didn't even know that you were saying. He was
I even tagged him.
Yeah, he don't even know what today is.
Yeah, that's true.
He don't even know. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he fucking no-sold me.
Yeah, I mean, he sent me congratulations message. So
he's a good man. Cress is a good man. I know he said it tongue in cheek, but he mentioned the word Eagles dynasty. So
dynasty, yeah, he said Eagles dynasty.
I know he said it tongue in cheek because I told him he can't troll anymore.
No, he's done. He's done. He's out. Done.
But if it comes to fruition, I'm going to put that on a shirt. And I'm going to send it to him with a gift card to Montana's.
Yo, I'll donate a fucking to that.
Actually, you know what? We might not be able to because we're the government here is trying to no sell Canada from the U.S.
Just make Canada part of the United States. Fuck it.
We're gonna build a dome around Canada.
Let's take like the Gulf of Mexico, how like they recently this.
It's the Gulf of America now.
Canada, America.
Yeah, we're gonna stream live from Colombia.
Well, Gus was telling me, he's like, how he wished he was at the Super Bowl. I mean, he wished he was down there for the Super Bowl, because you imagine being at the Philly cheesesteak place and fucking.
We're gonna smash cheesesteaks over each other's heads.
Yeah. So.
Only if they're bad, because you can't waste a good cheesesteak. I think that's all I got, though, Eric. Oh, this has been fun.
Yeah, no,
this has been fun.
It was a really good show.
We're waging war against Taylor Swift. No, don't. We'll get a lot of listeners, but we'll get a lot of negative reviews.
Yeah, just go in there and Taylor.
It's weird.
Did you see the Eagles fan that went viral for the voodoo Patrick Mahomes doll?
No.
Poking it during the game. I'll send you that.
Really?
I don't know if you want to post that in. I'll send that to you, and I don't know if you want to post a link to it.
Yeah, I'll post it.
Description, because this is funny. Yeah, this is funny. And then Jason Kelsey made a statement on this game.
Now, you know what? I'm out on Kelsey. I don't care. We have this.
Okay, hold on. I'm out on him, so I won't. That'll yeah. So you kind of have to explain yourself.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's the thing I said you.
That is awesome.
So I'm out on Kelsey being.
It's not hate. I'm done with this fan base's obsession of him.
Yeah, he's like. Yeah, for what he did, you know what I mean? But like that whole team doesn't get enough like I'm about to
Why is he your all-time favorite when he wasn't he was never the best offensive lineman on the team?
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Like he's just Jason Kelsey. It's because he did the stupid fucking speech in the stupid fucking mummer outfit. How can I not love him? Because he's everywhere. He's here. Let me explain.
He's whoring himself out.
Kelsey is a good-ass dude. I have met Jason Kelsey. I have eaten breakfast within 5 feet of Jason Kelsey about 18 times down in Sea Isle. He goes to Uncle Bill's in Strathmere all the fucking time. Yeah. I like him as a dude. I like him as a guy. I would sit. I've had a beer with Jason Kelsey. Goes down to the OD in Sea Isle all the time. He's there. It's great. He does nothing that all the other guys don't do. But because he made the speech and because he now whores himself out to ESPN and commercials and the podcast and everything like that, and because he did the speech in the mummer's outfit and rode a bike, everyone loves him. Everyone doesn't remember that this dude used to get his ass pushed in by every physical defensive tackle he went up against for his first 8 years of his career.
But I'll tell you right now.
He's not the Eagles version of Chase Utley, because Chase Utley was the best at his position for 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, Jason Kelsey was not. Yeah,
Kelsey was a very good player. Very good player. Kelsey was not the best center in the league for 5 or 6 years.
No, yeah, no way.
And I get it. Like, I love Kelsey. Great. I get why we would hold him in high regard.
But dude. If anybody should get more love than Kelsey, it's Lane Johnson.
Kelsey and Brandon Graham should be your two favorite people. Because one, Brandon Graham got shit on for fucking 10 years. Yeah. Shit on for 10 years in this city because he wasn't Earl Thomas. Yet he has ended
Yeah,
up
because-
better than Earl Thomas and won 2 freaking rings. And Lane Johnson, you want to talk about the best and a great
Lane.
guy and Mr. Philadelphia? It's fucking Lane Johnson.
Yeah.
But people didn't even know who the fuck Jason Kelsey was until he fucking Hunger Dogs Run Faster. And I get okay, and girls think he is cute for a fat guy. That too. I know that's a part of it. But the overwhelming love that this guy gets, especially now when he has distanced himself from the team.
That's boom, yeah.
There's people. There was FanDuel asked if he should get a Super Bowl ring.
Wait, where? Where the fuck did
I saw it on Twitter. FanDuel asked if Jason Kelsey should get a Super Bowl ring.
No way.
I know he's a great dude. I'd like to drink with him. I would fucking talk football with him.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
we hold him in this regard like he never did anything wrong. And I remember week 1, week 2, when Cam Jurgens had a bad snap,
dude, they were
all over him.
Yeah.
Yet
Yep.
I would send people montages of horrible snaps that Jason Kelsey had. And you know what they would say? Oh, but it's Jason Kelsey.
How many bad snaps did
Jurgens had like 4 the whole year.
the whole year? But Jason Kelsey would have like
Jason
2
Kelsey
or 3
had like, fucking 6 a game. There's a couple injuries that Carson Wentz had because of Jason Kelsey. But we don't hold Jason Kelsey accountable for anything. That's my problem with it. There's like, I get it if you can equate it because Chase Utley said world fucking champions at the parade in 08. Oh, though. Oh my God, he showed personality. And Jason Kelsey's got a lot of personality and he's a good dude. But like, you would think if you introduce someone to football in Philadelphia, they would talk about Jason Kelsey like he fucking invented the game. And he was not. He was a very good center. Not elite, very good. And we want to just act like they're God, and they're not. Jason Kelsey was the worst fucking part of the offensive line when they won the Super Bowl in 2017. He played horrible in 2022, and then he made an Amazon document. Dude, he's that's what I don't like. He has whored himself out. He made everything the last from 2022 actually. After the speech, he made everything about him. Everything about him. He was not about the team. He was not about let's get better. Everything was about him. That's my problem with Kelsey. Because everything came about him. Guess what? He was a big problem in the locker room last year. Big problem in the locker room last year. His blitz protections were horrible last year. Horrible. Yeah. And you know who had to take the blame for it? The coach and the quarterback. And he got to retire off into the sunset, do his podcast, and work for ESPN. And now we want to give him a Super Bowl ring. Fuck that.
No way.
Fuck that.
No way. No way.
You don't do an Amazon documentary. Oh, this might be my last year playing football. Oh, this might be my last year playing football. You don't do an Amazon documentary about your career if you're fucking fully invested in your team and in your career. Because that's something where he could have shot. Amazon pitched it to him. If he was fucking legit, he would have shot it down.
Remember how much, dude? I know we're gonna have all. You know, we'll have another show Thursday. Remember how much hate Jalen Hurts got? Hate in the city for refusing to do that quarterback.
Yep.
What was that quarterback show? That quarterback documentary. But I think did they do even 2 seasons and that was it?
Yep. Well, they'll probably do another one this year.
Yeah, but they wanted Jalen a part of that second one. Remember, he refused.
Yep.
And remember, everybody was on Jalen Hurts' ass. They were on his ass for not doing that fucking documentary.
Yep.
For doing that. So I guess it's not really a free country because, you know, when you choose not to do something, you're angry at the person. But no, but Jason Kelsey can, you know, just go home. Yeah.
They're like that's my problem. Like,
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you.
great,
Right there,
but I don't need to hear about how fantastic Jason Kelsey is. Is there and that's what I want to ask. Is there ever a play with Jason Kelsey where you remember? Because I remember Lane Johnson dominating every single fucking top edge rusher that he goes up against. He goes up against Myles Garrett, goes up against TJ Watt, he goes up against Michael Parsons, destroys them.
Destroyed them. They're not. Yeah, dude. They weren't getting. Dude, dude. He was the only. Lane Johnson was the only player on that offensive line that we went. Oh fuck, Lane missing this game.
Yep.
If Lane's missing this game, oh shit, we're holding on for dear fucking life. Cause dude, you don't get another Lane Johnson. You don't get another Lane Johnson.
No, you don't.
They don't build them. They don't make them like that. Once in a generation, you get. You don't get a Lane. Like, dude, that's the most important. That is your fucking dude. Like, that is your fucking. Like, Jalen Hurts should be fucking like that Lane Johnson thing. Dude, you went back to the fucking offense. Like, look at these bad offensive lines. You put Jason Kelsey in those lines, he doesn't fucking help those fucking lines. You put Lane Johnson in those lines. I mean, Lane Johnson's going to be in fucking Canton. Dude, Lane Johnson will be in Canton.
Yep.
That's how good Lane Johnson is. He'll be in fucking Canton. He'll be a fucking Pro Football Hall of Famer. That's how good he is.
Yep.
He is a fucking Hall of Fame fucking right tackle. Hall of Famer. And he's been fucking elite for so long. Not just fucking, just for a certain period. No, he's been elite for fucking most of his fucking.
Yes.
Elite. Like, dude, you go back to 2016 when we started this podcast. Lane Johnson helped that fucker. They had Carson Wentz.
Dude, they were 3-0 with him. Then he got suspended for the rest of the year. And
fucking protected Nick Foles. Nick Foles had a dude, come on.
Yep.
Without Lane Johnson, Nick Foles is not having a fucking winning a Super Bowl.
Nope.
You put Lane Johnson, the most important part of that, in both fucking Super Bowls. Because guess what? That right tackle is the most important part of the fucking, yes. You'll hear the national media. Oh, the offensive line, important. Yes, we talked about this hundreds and hundreds of times. Lane Johnson, the most important person on that fucking offensive line. Most important. The fucking glue. The glue.
I am also a Jimmy Rollins over Chase Utley person, though, too. So I think Jimmy was the catalyst.
Jimmy held the locker room together. Jimmy was the locker room leader.
And I love Chase, I love Ryan, Jimmy. Out of those three, Jimmy was my favorite.
He was the Jeter of the Phillies.
Yes. Yep.
He was the guy that fucking set the tone, told them what to expect, and come in and dude, he'd meet with everybody.
You don't have to change your mind, EP. I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
I can ask you why. Yeah, but I don't care if you change your mind or not. Don't matter to me.
Yeah, I'm not asking nobody to change their mind.
Yeah. I just hope. Yes, have your favorite, but also realize.
But people tell me that they listen to this podcast on a day-to-day basis, and some people act like they don't listen to this podcast. So I mean that's just and that's numerous people that tell me, oh, I listen to your podcast, but and I see certain persons not even here. But dude, and this is why I act a certain way. Like, people wonder why I act a certain way, is because they claim they listen. They claim they listen all the time. They're here. Oh, I listen. But you don't respect.
They ain't called it. Nope. They're missing the key details.
Yeah. They're missing on key details. They say they believe, and then they just it's the gala. It's the fucking geese. The geese. It's the fucking geese. It really is. Like, dude, I say this right now to you, like straight up. I don't care who I piss off. I've already like. I don't care what kind of things I have going on with people. I really don't care. Like I say it to people at work. I have said this numerous amount of times. People will come up to me and literally like today, man, you and Matt really give dude, people fucking quote us all the time, telling me, hey, like Scott, my boy, Scott from Lehigh. Shout out to Scott. Just saw him today.
Shout out to Scott.
He was like fucking. He was talking about the things about when I went off on that F your bets, and dude, he's like training a new guy. He had a new guy in fucking training a new guy today at 2:00 this morning. And he's like telling freaking like the new guy about my fucking podcast. Like, and he's like, "Oh man, you got to really listen. They know the Eagles and blah 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 blah." And the guy's like, "I don't really watch football." He's like, "No, but you got to listen to because it goes on the rants and oh, awesome and it's great." And I told Scott, and I told the new guy, I don't even know his fucking name. I know his name. So whatever. Shout out to Scott though. I was to myself, dude. Like I don't care who I piss off. Like, dude, I'm at that point in life where it's just like, dude, you're gonna get what you get. Like, I'm telling you the truth. You might not want to hear the truth, and you might not want to hear it, but sometimes you gotta take a step back as a person, and everybody has to check themselves. Like I walk into work every day and check myself at the door, because guess what? No matter what happens outside of the door, as soon as I walk in that door, it's I'm dealing with this, with that. And I'm giving you life advice right now. You walk into that door and you handle that business that day. And nothing that you walk into matters when you walk into that door. That is that. And the moment you walk out that door, it stays there. And people don't listen. People say,
Nope.
I hear you, and hear you, but then they do the opposite. And then they wonder why I'm so, I was called a hinge before. But because you don't listen, people claim they listen to the things we've said over the last 8.5 years. And they don't listen.
Nope.
They don't listen at all. It's wild. It's insane. We've been saying things for 8 years. 8 years, Matt. And people say, oh, I listen all the time to the podcast. Dude, you don't listen. You're not paying attention. Take it for what the words really are, not what you think they are. They are black and white words. There's no color to it.
That's very true.
It is straight up honesty. It is straight up honesty. If you take it and you spin it, it's not my words. You're saying things, and I get people have their opinion, Matt. I get it. This is going off on a tangent, but I'm got it out. People hear things that we've said, and this is numerous times. Oh, Matt said this. Matt said that. Oh, you said this. You said that. I said it this way. You've spun it now. And we have a problem, and I'm putting it in everybody. It's going to get heat. I don't care. Again, word of the day. Actually, words of the day. I don't care. I don't care. We beat the Washington Commanders. We blew them out. You know what you should say? I don't care what you think.
Nope.
You got blown out by fucking 32 points. To the Washington commie fans that listen to Eagles fucking podcast, you got blown out by 32. Black and white, the word and the words is blown out. Don't put a spin on my words. And that's the new word. That's the new thing. Don't put a spin on my words. Take it straight up. What I say, it might not. Dude, I'm not the fucking gospel. Forgot. I'm not gonna say. Dude, I like how Crest like leaves the show and I just go off on a rant. But dude, don't put a spin on my words. Don't ever put a spin on my words. And 99.999 put a spin on my words. They want to change everything, and oh, you're controlling. Controlling? Really? If I wanted to control, I would control. I'm helping certain people get better with knowledge, and guess what? They want to spin the words. They want to do this instead of that. No! The fucking blueprint is this, and this. Not this today, maybe this tomorrow. No! This is what works. If it doesn't work for you, guess what? Do something else. Don't ask me. Don't waste my time. But sometimes we do a podcast, and it's something I've wanted to get out. Don't know how I feel, but like sometimes I'll get words out, and people will be like, Matt said this. No, Matt didn't say that. Matt said it this way and this way, because guess what? I listen back to these shows, and probably 2 or 3 times, and I go, okay. And dude, we talk every day. You're one of my best, like straight up.
No, fuck yeah, bro.
And we've grown together, like over the last,
yes, indeed.
2016. Yeah, we've known each other for quite a while, but we talked at shows. That was it. And then, dude, we fucking started this podcast, and boom, like over the last 4 or 5 years, dude, talking every day or text messaging. Over the last 2 years, guess what? A phone call. But yeah, don't spin my fucking words. Don't spin them. Don't spin them. Just take it. The word right out of my mouth. Just listen. Like, it's A, B, C, D. It's not A, or maybe L's next. No, it's A, B, C, D. It's just like that. Don't fucking, I'm going to fucking spin it. Maybe, don't. If you want my opinion and you want to follow it, A, B, C, D. Not A, L, M, N, O. Dude, you go A, B, C, D. And I have a 99. It's everybody. It's everybody. It's not just one. It's everybody. Spins my words constantly, and I hold it in for so long. I don't say anything because I sound crazy sometimes. But they spin everybody spins my words everywhere. They spin it, and it's fucking. And then people wonder, "Oh, you're in a bad mood today." Dude, because you're spinning my words. And I can't. If I spun your words, you'd be like lost as fuck.
Yep.
Or people don't tell you things, and they're like, "Oh, this just happened." No, not like, dude. If I want to be that way, I can be that way too, and I don't fucking be the worst person you ever fucking met. So you can pick and choose. Like I don't care who I piss off anymore. I really don't. I give you fucking honest facts all the time. Do I sound like a fucking condescending? Hey, it could sound like it. Yeah, okay, cool. But guess what? I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
I really don't give a fuck. What a fucking 2-hour banger.
The boys went wild today, baby.
You damn right they went wild. And I had to, man, because I'm done. I'm done. Like, I'm not spinning words. Don't spin my words.
Nope.
And I, honestly, this Jason Kelsey thing, I'm being quite honestly. I'll say it on Thursday. I'm hoping that somebody does an epic rant to make me forget about that Jason Kelsey rant. Because honestly, that's what they need. It won't be Jalen.
No.
But it has to be somebody that puts the dagger in that, because I'm right there with you. I'm done.
Yeah. It's no disrespect to Jason. I just feel like it's funny. It's funny. Because we talked about the cult of Swift. And in Philadelphia, you have the cult of Kelsey.
Yeah.
That, to me, that's just... Obviously, it's not as extreme as the Swifties, but... Yeah, you get... EP, I don't know your reasons. I'm not trying to change your mind, but you get people... I don't even mean to sound sexist here. But I will ask women why they like Kelsey, and they don't really tell me. They the speech, and he's kind of cute. Okay. That's when I know. All right, cool. I get it. I get some people just like people for attractiveness. and he's in sight and in mind often. But I just go, man, like there's so many more better guys that you could love, and I think it's I'm the type of person. I listen to people and I go, okay, I see your perspective, but my brain cannot compute like to me, if you have a favorite Eagles offensive lineman, how can it not be Lane Johnson? Because my brain thinks of it as like this guy is literally first ballot Hall of Famer. He's literally the best offensive lineman I have ever gotten to see play. He is the glue. You don't win without him. And now he has 2 rings. And he is still the best right tackle in football. Like he has been for freaking 15 years. And my brain just can't go, oh yeah, you like him because you like the tush push and you think he's funny and he's cute. My brain just like can't comprehend the different thinking perspective, although I listen and go, okay, I see it.
Oh shit! Pat Mahomes Sr. and John Rocker got into it in New Orleans.
Wow. I mean, that doesn't surprise me because John Rocker is a fucking goon.
So since we went off on a fucking deep tangent, I'll save the Howie Roseman conversation for Thursday. And we'll have a deep dive into the Eagles roster going into 2025 as we start the process of looking at what has been this 2024-25 season and starting to put a bow on this season and going into next year.
Oh, yeah.
You got anything else to say?
No! Don't let the Super Bowl go, boys and girls.
Still party. We're going to keep
Still
talking.
party. Join your boys for the ride. We're here for you. I can't wait for Thursday.
I love you, Matt.
I love you too, Big E.
We'll talk later. For now, Inside Eagles Red Zone. Flying away the only way we know how to.